Have you ever seen an army of ants killing a snake? Did you know that ants can behead powerful honeybees within minutes? Ants are master predators in the insect world and kill much larger opponents with absolute ease. So get ready, because we are going to show you 17 most amazing videos of ants hunting their prey. Number 17. Ants hunt praying mantis. Ants are swarming into a spot where a praying mantis is lying in wait. Despite being camouflaged, the army of ants attacks the mantis from all sides. The praying mantis fights back and chops off an ant from the front. However, there are several ants that are biting the mantis from both behind and sideways. More ants arrive and crawl over the mantis. Surrounded from all sides, the ants shred the mantis into countless pieces within moments. A praying mantis is marching through the woods alone when it encounters a few bullet ants. The praying mantis tries to ignore the ants and marches towards its hole. However, the hungry ants are in no mood to allow the mantis to walk scot-free. They attack the mantis from all sides, climb on it, and bite it repeatedly. The mantis collapses and tries to fight back, but has no hope of winning. Without any mercy, the ants rip the mantis apart and feed on it. The ants soon try to destroy the mouth of the mantis so that it cannot kill any ants. It seems like the mantis has no way out to escape this painful death. Number 16. Ants hunt cockroach. Almost 1,000 cockroaches enter an anthill. Within seconds, the ants raise an alarm and confront the arriving cockroaches aggressively. 5 to 6 ants attack and hunt one cockroach within a few moments. After the ants commit several murders, the terrified cockroaches try to find a way to escape, but the ants slaughter them with ease without facing any resistance. The ants consume the cockroaches alive and kill them by biting repeatedly. In this one-sided attack, the cockroaches look for cover and try their best to escape from this anthill. A large number of fire ants raid a cockroach while she is giving birth. The ants are creating their own tunnels and are very aggressive. They sting and paralyze the cockroach several times. The cockroach tries to run away from this horrible death. The cockroach just has no chance to fight off this huge invincible army. The ants sting it and feed on it. The pregnant cockroach now has no chance of survival, and its eggs are being feasted upon as more eggs try to hatch. The cockroach babies begin to come out, but are quickly paralyzed as their exoskeletons are softened by the marauding ants. Number 15. Ants hunt snake. A snake tries to cross a territory infested with ants near a drain. The ants swarm in huge numbers and engulf the snake from all sides within a few seconds. The snake is unable to reach the destination and it falls. Quickly, thousands of ants bite the serpent simultaneously. Slowly, the snake tries to reach the water to get rid of those vicious ants, but it is too late now as it nears its end. Number 14. Ants hunt termites. A huge army of ants invades a termite colony. In the epic fight, they encounter termite soldiers and fight aggressively. Every soldier termite encounters at least 5 to 6 ants, but is gradually overpowered as the ants are in greater numbers. Alarmed by this attack, the termites try to build walls, but it is too late to stop the march of this marauding ant army. The ants successfully penetrated the walls, and now they are surely going to destroy the termite queen. Number 13. Fire ants hunt honeybees. Fire ants are rapidly encroaching on a nest of honeybees. They are attacking these honeybees and severing their heads. Some of these ants are carrying the dead bodies of the honeybees to strike terror in the hearts of other honeybees. The honeybees are just not able to fight back despite their powerful sting, as the ants are attacking unitedly. The deadly war begins, but the chances of the ants winning are bright as these hungry ants are pouncing on a single bee and stabbing it mercilessly. Number 12. Ants hunt scorpion. A scorpion is walking and watching a large number of ants following it. The ants then attack the scorpion from behind, and the scorpion stings them. However, even the powerful sting of the scorpion is of no use, as both worker and soldier ants join the fight and climb on the scorpion. Slowly and steadily, the ants surround and bite the scorpion from all sides. Some ants try to rip off its leg armor with their razor-sharp jaws, while others cut off its back armor. After being badly overpowered, the scorpion gives up fighting, and soon the ants roam with its dismembered body parts all around. Number 11. Ants hunt giant hornet. In huge numbers, an ant army attacks a giant hornet while it is still trying to climb up a tree. Though this giant hornet is a dangerous predator, in this clip, ants seem to have the upper hand. The ants attack the hornet and paralyze it. The hornet is surrounded and is repeatedly bitten by this ant. Within moments, the hornet fails to climb and is brutalized by the ants. More ants join in the fight to destroy the hornet. Number 10. Ants hunt wasp. A ferocious wasp crawls in a territory filled with ants. As the wasp enters, it confronts two aggressive ants and kills them with its sting. However, not deterred by this, the ants join in huge numbers and launch a brutal attack on the wasp. Within seconds, they encircle the wasp and attack it mercilessly. The lone wasp continues to fight with a venomous sting as the ants viciously use their might to destroy it. As the fight goes on, the wasp is cornered and repeatedly stabbed by the ants. Unable to fight back more, the wasp almost gives up, but is still alive and witnessing its destruction. Moments later, the wasp is cut in half by these ruthless ants. Then, they carry the wasp through a transparent tube. Overall, the ants suffered 3 to 5 casualties, but finished off the wasp in a few minutes. Number 9. Ants hunt giant millipede. A giant millipede is resting peacefully on the ground. Meanwhile, a tiny group of ants observe the millipede and start attacking it. After a few strikes, the millipede wakes up in pain and sees a large army of ants surrounding and attacking it. Though the millipede tries to resist, it loses consciousness as ants strike its head and paralyze it. Within moments, the ants start feeding on it, and then carry its corpse cautiously by forming a long chain consisting of ants. Number 8. Ants hunt spider. In a colony, the ants are busy feeding on some worms. Out of nowhere, a huge spider enters their territory and tries to find an escape route after realizing its folly. Not pleased by this behavior, the ants swarm towards the spider and try to block its path. The spider, superior in size and strength, kills the ants and again tries hard to escape. Alarmed by this, the worker ants also join the soldier ants and start ruthlessly assaulting the spider. They inject formic acid and bite the spider continuously to paralyze it. The spider, now completely defenseless, finally gives up this losing battle and perishes. Number 7. Bullet ant hunts a grasshopper. In a transparent jar, a grasshopper is struggling to escape from a bullet ant. Though the grasshopper is bigger and heavier than the ant, it struggles to offer any resistance. By stinging on the hopper's limb, the vicious ant assaults and brutalizes it. Within moments, the ant cuts the hopper's limb and pounces on its belly for a cruel murder. The ant stings the limbs, head, and thorax of the grasshopper. Not willing to give up, now the grasshopper kicks the ant with its remaining leg, but the ant pins it down and stings it. The ant continues to bite the hopper from behind and tries to bite off its head. Then, the ant goes near the tooth of the hopper and pulls it violently. Finally, the hopper dies, and the ant emerges victorious. Number 6. Ants hunt freshwater crab. A lone freshwater crab crawls on a forest floor, but mistakenly steps inside an ant colony. The ants quickly climb on its body and look for softer areas as the crab's shell is armored. They soon realize that the areas between the joints are soft and unarmored immediately. With their scissor-like jaws called mandibles, they start nibbling on those portions to paralyze this huge crab. Despite having sharp claws, the crab does nothing to defend itself. The ants continue to enter the flesh of the crab and start feeding on it, while the soldier crabs inject more venom to paralyze it. The process continues as the ants consume the crab alive. Number 5. Ant hunts lynx spider. A ferocious bullet ant is staying inside a jar with a lynx spider. The lynx spider has venom, but it tries to escape after seeing this ant. The bullet ant senses the spider and goes on a full assault. The bullet ant repeats the assault, though the spider is in no mood to fight. Both wrestle with each other, but the ant brutally slices off a limb of the spider. The ant again bites and pins down the spider and bites its head by grabbing it. Like a murderer, the ants roam around while the spider lies down dead. Number 4. Ants hunt slug. A slug hangs on a leaf and senses danger. One ant makes contact with the slug, and soon it informs the other ants. Not willing to resist, the slug jumps off and falls off on a patch of ground infested with a large number of ants. Soon, the ants swarm and start feeding on the slug's juicy meat. Some ants get trapped while feeding on their sticky bodies, but others are lucky. Some worker ants begin to bring soil particles and place them on the slug. This way, the slug is soaked up and it quietly vanishes as the ants have occupied it. After piercing the armor, the ants feed on it continuously to erase its existence altogether. Number 3. Trapjaw ants hunt dinosaur ants. The trapjaw ants want to expand their colony size. This makes their rival neighbor dinosaur ants resent it. As soon as a few trapjaw ants intrude into the dinosaur ants' territory, they are immediately killed, since size-wise, the dinosaur ants are larger and stronger. Soon after the murders, more trapjaw ants invade the territory, and a mega battle breaks out. Initially, the dinosaur ants fend off the invaders, but as time goes by, they are heavily outnumbered. 2 or 3 trap-jaw ants murder a single dinosaur ant with a lethal strike, and then they use this strategy to completely surround the dinosaur ants. After suffering heavy casualties, the dinosaur ants surrender and quickly evacuate their colony. Following the ceasefire, the victorious trap-jaw ants begin building new homes within their territory. Number 2. Green ants hunt scorpion. A tree scorpion is not in the mood to respect the growing boundaries of the green ants' empire and casually enters it. Immediately, one green ant confronts the scorpion head-on, but the scorpion, being larger and stronger, quickly dispatches it. However, while dying, the green ant sends out a distress signal to its fellow ants. Within moments, a huge army of green ants arrives and brutally attacks the scorpion. They quickly climb over the scorpion, but initially suffer casualties as the scorpion stings them to death. More ant reinforcements arrive in no time and start striking at the soft, uncovered joints of the scorpion. As hundreds of ants inject doses of formic acid into the scorpion, it fails to move and is trapped. Like murderous criminal gangs, the ants start striking with their mandibles at all the vital parts of the scorpion. Finally, they cut off the sting of the scorpion, and now hopelessly defeated, the scorpion quits fighting and dies a slow, horrible death. Number 1. Ants attack honey ants. A group of small ants targets a colony of honey ants, which is much smaller. As hundreds of ants invade this rival territory, they encounter little resistance. The spoils of war are all stolen, ranging from eggs, larvae, and honey. Some honey ants are dismembered, while others are captured and taken over to the victor's nest. Invariably, the numbers help the smaller ants defeat and capture the entire territory of honey ants. Sometimes, the captured broods are added to the victorious colonies so that new nurseries can be raised. Everything that the honey ants have is being looted and pillaged in this dreadful war. So, how did you like these tiny little ants hunting their larger prey with ease? Do inform us how the video changed your perception of the ants in the comments section. Also, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. In case you are interested in similar videos, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get updates of all our videos. Have a great day and take care.